Dean Newman, the convocation has gathered.
Please be seated. Good morning. I'm Paul Newman. I'm the Senior Associate Dean of the McCombs School of Business, and it's my honor and pleasure to welcome our fall 2013 graduating class and their families and friends to this commencement ceremony. This is a momentous day in the lives of our graduates. When you first arrived at UT, you came with hopes of earning a first-rate business education and launching a bright future. We on the faculty and staff of the McCombs School hoped that you would be dedicated students, that you would display noble characteristics of curiosity, compassion, and leadership, that you would demonstrate initiative and an entrepreneurial spirit, and that you would maintain the highest ethical standards. I'm pleased and proud to say that you have exceeded our expectations in every respect. We're very proud of you, and we're delighted to have you carry forth the reputations of the McCombs School of Business and the University of Texas at Austin into the world. A graduation ceremony is called a commencement for a reason. These faculty representatives, special guests, and I are delighted to celebrate with you as you prepare to begin the next phase of your life. I would now like to introduce our commencement marshals, Dr. Raji Srinivasan, a professor in the Department of Marketing. Raji. And Dr. Keith Brown, a professor in the Department of Finance. This year's student speaker is Ms. Saba Ali. Saba is graduating from the McCombs School with a degree in Management Information Systems and a minor in marketing. She's vice president of Kappa Phi Gamma and a tutor for UT Athletics. She plans on moving to Arkansas to work for General Mills as a business analyst. Here to deliver a message on behalf of the graduating class is Saba Ali.
Parents, faculty, and staff, on behalf of all of the graduates, welcome to the Fall 2013 Commencement Ceremony, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful occasion. The students you see before you today, dressed in their caps and gowns, would not be here without the immense support, advice, and compassion that you all have shared with us throughout our years at the University of Texas. Reflecting back, I'm sure we students can all remember the feeling of pride and excitement that we received when we opened up that acceptance letter and realized for the first time that we were going to be Longhorns. Over the years, that feeling of pride and excitement has simply multiplied. Our time at UT has challenged us and molded us into the people that we now are, the people that we have always aspired to become. From our very first day, when we found ourselves wishing that there was a navigation system to help us locate our classes, to our very last day, when we could confidently say which buildings had the best couches for napping, we have learned our way to this moment. From staying in at the library on campus until 2 a.m., to staying out at the library on 6th Street until 2 a.m., we have studied and laughed our way to this moment. From the time we beat those Aggies in our very last game to the time we finally got to witness Texas win the Red River rivalry, we have cheered and chanted our way to this moment. From all the moments between that acceptance letter and this diploma, we have conquered both the good and the bad, all on our way to this moment. This moment, the moment that symbolizes us embarking upon our next journey and venturing out into the real world. The moment where we take everything that our families, professors, TAs, and friends have armed us with and tell the world that we are Longhorns. And as Longhorns, we will continue to learn, to study, to laugh, cheer, and chant. We will find ourselves in newer and bigger moments, but we will always remember from who and where we came. We will always tell people that we bleed burnt orange, even if that scares them a little bit. We will sing the Eyes of Texas as a lullaby to our children someday, and we will continue to tell OU that they suck at any time of the day because, well, it's true. But most importantly, we will change the world. We will make an impact far greater than anything imaginable. You see, we Longhorns, we come from Austin, Texas, the place where weird is an understatement, diversity is everywhere, and brilliance shines. Fellow graduates, as you venture off into different parts of the world and follow the different paths of your new life, remember that you are bound to come across roadblocks, potholes, and even those dreaded bikers. But along every path you take, you will always have a friend to lean upon, whether that be a fellow Longhorn, a professor you haven't spoken to in years, a childhood best friend, or even your mother. Today, remember to thank these individuals for not only everything that they have done, but for everything that they will continue to do as you grow and travel throughout the journey of your life. The path ahead will not be easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. Whenever you find yourself stuck, put on one of the hundreds of free t-shirts you've accumulated from campus, remember Texas, and fight. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for the person that you are. Fight for the people you love, and fight for your dreams. You will only live this life once, so live it. Live it fiercely, happily, and magnificently. Live it in such a way that on your very last day, you can say you have truly lived. You have seen the beauty within your life and have helped others see the beauty within theirs. You have made a difference. There is a familiar quote that goes, "Is there a rallying cry for the thinkers and doers of tomorrow?" A motto that sums up their creativity and their pursuit of discovery? Sure there is. Hook 'em horns. Congratulations, class of 2013. We are Texas, and we've made it. Hook 'em horns.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce this morning's faculty speaker, Dr. J.J. Rickenberg. Dr. Rickenberg teaches undergraduate courses in business communication and foundations of management. Before beginning her academic career, Dr. Rickenberg worked in television production and operations for 25 years, including working at the Austin PBS station on the original Austin City Limits and other series, and then owning and managing a film and video business. A true Longhorn, Dr. Rickenberg earned all three of her degrees from UT, a Bachelor of Science in Radio, Television, Film, a Master's of Education, and a PhD in Educational Psychology. In 2010, Dr. Rickenberg was awarded the Eyes of Texas Excellence Award for teaching by members of the Eyes of Texas, an anonymous campus organization that honors 10 faculty, staff, or administrators from across the university each semester. She was selected for the McCombs Faculty Honor Roll for teaching excellence in 2009 and 2013. Please welcome Dr. J.J. Rickenberg.
Thank you, Dean Newman. I must say that standing up here, I have a much better appreciation for what my students experience when I tell them that they're going to get up in front of their class and make a presentation to all of their classmates. When Dean Allard asked me to make the faculty commencement address, I decided to tell you a story. I'm calling this story Two Influential People, 4 Life Lessons, and a Reminder. But before I do that, let's take a moment. Look at what you've accomplished. Look at what you have done. You've earned your BBAs. Take a moment and congratulate yourselves. Yeah. Way to go. Earning your BBA represents a lot of hard work, and I'm sure that you've had help along the way. So I think it's also time to thank your family, your friends, your neighbors. Turn around and give them a round of applause. Way to go. As you worked your way through the degree requirements, often you pushed yourselves. Sometimes you received a push from family, from friends, from a teacher. Okay, show of hands. I wouldn't be a teacher without this. Show of hands. Who has had a teacher, high school or college, who really inspired you? Hands up, let's see. Look around. So did I. My former students might be surprised to learn that in high school, I tended to be the girl who sat at the back of the room, and I occasionally made comments, but not very often. And that probably would have been the way my life rolled forward, except for my high school English teacher, Miss Cleveland. Miss C, as we called her, was the first of my 2 influential people. She had this wonderful ability to encourage people to push themselves, to try new things. She helped me understand that if I could sit in the back of the room and make comments, I could stand up in front of the class and give talks. Soon, I was entering speech competitions where I learned the value of effective communication. Amazing. Look at what I learned. Look at what I learned to do. As you move into your new careers, think about how you will be able to link what you learned here at McCombs to your new job experiences. The knowledge that I gained from pushing my comfort zone and from Miss C's encouragement served me well as I worked my way through my own undergraduate degree and went on to a career in television production. When my husband and I started our film and video company, it was exhilarating to think that the things I learned are now contributing to my clients' success. Look at what I learned to do. Think of what you will be able to accomplish. I wasn't through learning. I wanted more. After 25 years in the field, I was ready for a change. I wanted other challenges, new knowledge. So in 2000, I applied to graduate school. Now, one of the things that you need to know about graduate students is they are always looking for work. All the faculty on this stage who have been through graduate school spent time looking for work when they were graduate students. I needed a job. I knew I would be coming back to UT, but I wasn't sure how I was going to find work and pursue my degree. However, before that, I was going to attend my 30th high school reunion in Dallas. As I thought about who I wanted to see at that reunion, I realized that one of the people should be my old high school English teacher, Linda Cleveland. So I set out to find her. And the internet's a wonderful thing because after a short search, I was able to locate her. I invited her, and she agreed to attend the reunion. And then a truly wonderful thing happened. As we were catching up at the reunion, I learned that my high school English teacher now lived in Austin, Texas, not 2 miles from me, that she was now Dr. C, having earned a PhD, that she was teaching in the McCombs School of Business Foundations program, and she needed a teaching assistant. I had work. It was great. Once again, I learned much from her, this time about how to be an effective TA in a college course. One day, months later, when I came into the office, Dr. C introduced me to Dr. Aaron Porter, the coordinator for BA 324. BA 324 for you parents is the business course that every one of your students survived on the way to their BBA. I learned that BA 324 teaches students how to write and speak effectively in business situations, something that was right up my alley. The next semester, Dr. C told me that Dr. Porter needed a TA and that I was a perfect fit. I had a new challenge and a new job. Dr. Porter, my second influential person, became my mentor. She gave me insight into what it means to be an effective teacher. She was very generous, sharing her rationale behind assignments, encouraging me to teach a class or two, and to collaborate with her as we created new assignments. As a mentor, Dr. Porter gave me invaluable feedback. She complimented the things I did well, and she highlighted the areas where I needed improvement. She prepared me for the time several years later when she suggested that I should become a BA 324 instructor. So, armed with what I learned from my high school English teacher, from my years of business experience, from Dr. Porter's guidance, and from a college teaching methodology course that I took here at UT, I stepped in front of a class and began to teach BA 324. I now hold Dr. Porter's former position as the course coordinator for BA 324, and it is I who get to mentor instructors as they begin to teach the course. I am mindful of how Dr. Porter encouraged me to learn to teach when I offer feedback to our new instructors. Her belief in my ability to be an effective teacher pushed me to strive to be better. As a mentor, my goal is to instill that love of teaching and learning in the new instructors. I still learn from my students today. I learn how to work with them as they push themselves. I learn how to work with them as they strive to achieve more than they realized that they could. One of the best rewards I receive as a teacher is to hear back from former students who say that they use everything we talked about in class all the time in their work situation. That kind of feedback keeps me coming back to the classroom year after year. So, what are the 4 lessons that I learned along the way that led me to be standing here today? Number 1, embrace learning as a lifelong passion. Push your comfort zone. You never know where it will take you. Some of you will continue your formal education in graduate school. Others of you will begin to learn through the on-the-job experience of the world of work. Learning should not stop with your degrees. Embrace learning as a way to expand yourself throughout the rest of your lives. Number 2, build your network. Dr. Michael Hassler thinks networking is one of the most important things you should do. And he should know. He's a supply chain manager, right? I agree with him. You never know when a 30-year-old connection will lead to a new opportunity. You never know when a new acquaintance will open a door to a career that you'd never before considered. As Dr. Hassler is fond of saying, network, network, network. Number 3, find a mentor. A mentor can offer you insight, guidance, and feedback. A mentor can help you understand things you do well and areas where you need to improve in order to be successful. A mentor can help you navigate complex business situations and can help you develop into the business leaders of the future that we expect you to be. Number 4, become a mentor. You've worked hard to achieve your goals. You are graduating from one of the top-ranked public universities in this country, and you're graduating from one of the top colleges in this university. Along the way, hopefully, you've developed the ability to think critically, to become the next generation of problem solvers and business leaders. Take the time to give back to others. Become a mentor to someone else so that they can develop the passion for learning that will let them be problem solvers too. So now you know the story of 2 influential people and 4 life lessons. Here's the reminder. You're Texas. Some of you were El Paso, you may have been Corsicana or Amarillo, perhaps you were Korea or Germany or Bolivia. Now you are all ambassadors for the University of Texas at Austin. Your UT diploma will open doors for you. How you perform from now on will determine whether those doors will be open for the next class of McCombs students. Your faculty are very proud of you today, and we expect great things from you in the future. Always remember, you are Texas. Make sure that what starts here changes the world positively. Congratulations, and hook 'em horns.
Thank you. Today's distinguished commencement speaker is a UT and McCombs School alumnus, Mr. Joe Holt. Mr. Holt has been with J.P. Morgan Chase and its predecessors for 41 years. He's chairman of the Austin region and market manager for Middle Market. Joe is actively involved within our community. He's a former chair of the Austin Chamber of Commerce and is on the board of the Austin Economic Development Corporation. He is a member of the Austin Area Research Organization and is the incoming president of that organization. He's also on the board and executive committee of the Austin Symphony, serves on the executive board of the Capital Area Council of Boy Scouts of America, and is on the board of the American Heart Association. Joe is a member of the Brackenridge Development Council and the Longhorn Foundation Advisory Council. He's incoming chairman of the University of Texas System Chancellor's Council Executive Committee and on the advisory council of the McCombs School of Business. He also serves as chair of the Board of Trustees of the McCombs School of Business Foundation. Additionally, he's a member of the Museum Council of the Blanton Museum of Art at the University of Texas at Austin. Here to address our graduates is Mr. Joe Holt.
Thank you, Dean Newman. Distinguished faculty, proud family and friends, and honored members of the Fall 2013 graduating class, may I first offer my hearty congratulations. Now, I also want to point something else out, graduates, that there is no, I know you're excited, but there is no more relief and joy that comes from all of those sitting out there in those orange seats. So I know what this means for everyone. Because after all the hard work and sacrifice by so many along the way, this is a day each and every one of you will remember. And I want to tell you that I am most appreciative to be part of this important ceremony and this well-deserved celebration. Let me say, though, I also fully understand just how short your attention span is today. And like you, I do believe the best commencement address is a brief one. So that's our path today. Absolutely. Short and hopefully sweet. On most occasions like this, someone stands here and talks about their version of pick a number, 6, 10, or 15 key skills and techniques that, if consistently applied, will readily translate into success in the workplace and ensure career development. Without question, these lists of performance principles are all good, valuable things that you can practice on a daily basis. Today, however, I want to talk to you about one very powerful behavior that, frankly, is not discussed often enough. It is the simple notion of doing the right thing Yes, that's right. Do the right thing. Okay, I agree. That little statement sounds almost insultingly simplistic, definitely not cool, and so commonplace anyone can do it, let alone all of you accomplished high achievers here in the Erwin Center today. I fully understand that reaction from you. But as Coach Lee Corso says on College Game Day, not so fast, my friend. Doing the right thing serves as a guiding principle that will successfully take you not only through your business career, but also through life. It works in all situations. Let me repeat that. It works in all situations. But it is more complicated than you might imagine. As graduates, all of you are about to leave this wonderful university and venture into a new environment where the daily pressures of the workplace are a little different. Many of you will be facing pressure to abide by a new set of guidelines where you always have to toe the line and demonstrate you fit in, going along with the flow, constantly feeling the pressure that you have to do what everyone else is doing. Well, I think that getting along with your colleagues is an important thing. There's no question about that. But what do you do when the inevitable happens? When you see something that you know is not right? Do you give in to the pressure and do the easy thing? Or do you have the personal fortitude to raise your hand or step forward and ask, is this the right thing to do? You know, it doesn't matter if it's early in your careers or late in your careers. This is not necessarily easy stuff to deal with. Doing the right thing is about being accountable, and many times being accountable takes courage. Over my career as a banker with J.P. Morgan Chase, I've seen both good times and bad times. And during some of those tough business cycles, I've unfortunately seen a few colleagues who failed to stand up when they should have. They chose instead to go along with the easiest decision. Regretfully, by caving into that pressure, many of them deeply embarrassed themselves, and in some cases, they damaged their reputation. This can happen in any work environment, and I do not want it to happen to you. So how do you deal with this issue of doing the right thing? I believe it starts with your own moral compass. You've all heard that phrase. And I think moral compass simply means having the personal code you want to live by. And whether you know it or not, you've certainly been living with and applying your personal code in every undertaking, from the challenges and accomplishments of earning a BBA from the McCombs School to your social and your personal life. It's knowing and being honest about the standards that are personally acceptable while recognizing the things you could never live with or accept from yourself. So pay attention to how you feel. It will serve you well. You should be accountable for your own actions. We all make mistakes, but don't blame others for your personal mistakes. Doing the right thing means a willingness to accept the responsibility and it simply means that you have to step forward and learn and grow from those mistakes. Never be embarrassed, though, by failing. If you never take the risk, you may never accomplish your goal. In life, the things that go wrong are often the very things that lead to other things going right. There's no question that some of your success will be based on how you deal with failure. I do want to point out, while doing the right thing means being accountable, accountability also takes knowledge. You've already heard that this morning. There will be times when it's very clear what the right thing to do is. Other times, it's a lot more complicated. And in these situations, the tendency will be to make a quick decision instead of basing your decision on a sound analysis of the facts. You must have the knowledge to make the best decision, and acquiring knowledge is a lifelong pursuit. Great wisdom and sound judgments are products of deep knowledge, and learning should never end. Finally, I believe every great leader you can think of possessed this behavior of doing the right thing. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of my company, constantly talks about doing the right thing. Still, in my opinion, it can't be emphasized enough. That's why I chose it as the topic of my comments today. It's a short phrase that's really easy to remember. So as you enter this new chapter of your lives, I ask you to be faithful and committed to doing the right thing. It sounds so simple, but it can make such a distinction in the measure of your success. So again, congratulations to all of you for being graduates of the University of Texas at Austin McCombs School of Business. I don't know if you yet fully understand what being a graduate of this great university really means, but in time you will. So please remain loyal and support the McCombs School in every way. Respond when you're asked to give back, whether it's offering your time or your financial support or both. Always remember this place and remember those who help you get through and accomplish what you have accomplished and why you're here today. So God bless all of you and this wonderful university, and hook 'em horns.
Dr. David Platt is the McCombs School's Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs and a faculty member in the Department of Accounting. Dean Platt is here to present this year's degree candidates.
Good morning and congratulations. It's now time to individually recognize the members of the graduating class of the McCombs School of Business for the December 2013. Before we invite our graduates to the stage, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the efforts of the faculty and staff members of the McCombs School of Business Undergraduate Program Office for their dedication to these BBA students during their years at McCombs. They're the ones who greeted you at orientation, the ones who taught and tested you, and today they're attending this ceremony to honor your accomplishments as you prepare to depart. They're seated behind me, behind you, and around the room, and I ask you to join me briefly in offering them our thanks. Many students are wearing one or more cords or medallions this morning. These are indicators of special accomplishment. The burnt orange cords are worn by college scholars, and the bronze medallions are worn by distinguished college scholars. These symbols acknowledge academic achievement and reflect both the grade point average earned and the rigor of the coursework undertaken by the students. Students wearing blue and green cords have added a global dimension to their business education by participating in a McCombs BBA study abroad program. Students wearing red and gold cords are graduates of the Business Honors Program. And students wearing pewter medallions are graduates of the McCombs Leadership Program. Finally, please note that the students are seated by major, but they're not required to be in alphabetical order so that they may sit with their friends. Will the degree candidates please stand when directed and proceed to your left and onto the stage for recognition? Dean Newman will make a presentation to each of you, assisted by BBA Assistant Dean Arthur Allert. After you cross the stage, please return to your seat and remain there until everyone has been recognized and the ceremony has concluded. The ushers will assist you. Would the students from accounting, including those studying for the Masters in Professional Accounting, please proceed to the stage one row at a time? Here to recognize these degree candidates is Dr. Stuart Singer, a lecturer in the Department of Accounting.
Jessica Oliva. Irene Chi. Spencer Churchill. Nakita Hariri. Junghan Ho. Antone Arthurs. Chin Ho Lee. Oda Sudiharjo. Peter Kim. Megan Janelli. Ana Cristina Garcia. Berenice Alvarez Garza. Jeremy Cho. Sophia G. Park. Shu Uyang. Jae Yu Zhan. Li Ying Zheng. Li Ying Zheng. Piao Yu Perry Ying. Louise Ho. Li Yuan Lita Zhu. Heather Ha. Seolki Kim. Sa Yuan Yang. Adam Nowitzki. And Austin Nowicki. Ethan Kendrow. Thomas Kent Ingram. Junaid Tayyab. Morgan Han. Laura George. Jennifer Wallace. Francisco Loredo Hernandez. Micah Geisenberg. Jonathan Fry. Christopher Catapano. Albert Wang. Harrison Bunting. Adriana Elizondo.
Would the students in the Business Honors Program please proceed to the stage? Dr. Robert Prentice is here today to recognize these degree candidates. Professor Prentice is the director of the Business Honors Program.
Taylor Piper. Sneha Arya. Connor Landy. Tina Day. Daryl Utanma. Jason Jang. Christopher Semper. Sanyam Sharma.
Would the students in the Finance Department please proceed to the stage? Mr. William Way, a lecturer in the Department of Finance, is here today to recognize these degree candidates.
Jamal Wright. Chad Crumrine. Matthew Wilson. Jonathan Tollison. Hamad Rahman. Abir Zahid. Andrea Martinez. Rebecca Heil. Nilufar Rohani. Bianca Alanis. Jacinia Rukoba. Dakota Flowers. Javier Gonzalez. Eric Hongyi Cho. Hip Dang. Laura Nealon. Jeffrey Liu. Joshua Ling. Dominic Freund. Joshua Prasad George. Miraj Zaman. Alex Midden. Ryan McMicken. Jared Nix. Andrew Armour. Christopher Shea. Brittany Mackey. Daniza Mulyawan. Tanya Ali. Patrick Thomas. Austin Roth. Rodrigo Ortega. Sharad Sharma. Viren Bhakta. Jonathan Galpern. Jonathan Rosen. Christopher Renadin. Miles McCarthy. Shaka Daniel. Leuna Fevricar.
Would the management majors please proceed to the stage? Dr. Christy Loescher, a senior lecturer in the Department of Management, is here today to recognize these degree candidates.
Daniel Assad Elazi. Zare Hofsabian. Vincent Velarde. Ashley Bott. Cassia Petridis. Shirak Kumar Bhakta. Neil Lloyd.
Would the Management Information Systems, Engineering Route to Business, and Supply Chain Management majors please report to the stage? Dr. Michael Hassler, a lecturer in the Department of Information Risk and Operations Management, is present to recognize these degree candidates.
Alexander Nguyen. T. Nguyen. Nishant Nagavelli. Jimmy Lee. Saba Nazar Ali. Lauren Spence. Esteban Diacaras. Alexandra Kolosik. Tracy Tran. Amit Ali. Sahar Ali. Sarah Varani. Anthony Laird. Ava Vejdani. Sorry about that, Ava. Christina Nguyen. Carlos Alberto Cardenas. Radhika Sukakali. Katerina Susak. Sean Draper. Audrey Garcia. Luis Edward Arvizo. Peter Brook. Rebecca Valencia. Chelsea Demo. Mike Chavez. Alejandra Jover Cataldi. Kyle Moser. Austin Dirks. Diana Lorraine Cannon. Callie Witt. Alex Madison. Ana Cardenas. Paul Sabah.
Would the international business and marketing majors please proceed to the stage? Dr. Linda Gerber, a senior lecturer in the marketing department, is here today to recognize these degree candidates.
Brandon Lee. Gabriel de la Torre. Aaron Letty. Kyung Jae Lee. Benjamin Park. Paul Friesenhahn. Laurel Muterka. Michael Yu. Maria Yu. Haishel Shin. Ellen Wilson. Evelyn Araceli Gonzalez. Ashley Guerra. Laura N. Rodriguez. Mr. Sir Callan Michael Hearn. San Nguyen. Kristen Baldwin. Amanda Awad. Bradley Weinbull. Andreas Rivera. Nicole Fierce. Jaron Nicholson. Matthew Stevens. Marcus Goodwin. Lindsay Stevenson. Brooke Schmidt. Darian Yin. Ricky Quach. Aksa Siddiqui. Eileen Cow. Alessandra Suniaga. Azana Torres Roldan. Brenda Castillo. Jennifer Beecham. Johnny Moreno. Giovanna Hernandez. Natalie Rothenberg. Robert Donaldson. Aaron Kelly.
Congratulations to all of you. I have two kids. They're both in college, so I know who the happiest people are here today. So I would like to recognize those who have supported our graduates through the years. Will the family and friends of our graduates please stand? Let's give them a hand. One more time. And they're expressing their enthusiasm right now, I believe, for this. So today's alumni speaker is Miss Cindy Lowe, a 1998 McCombs BBA graduate. Cindy is the president and owner of Red Velvet Events, a full-service corporate event management and destination management company. Prior to starting Red Velvet Events, Cindy worked for Trilogy Software as an integration consultant and in technical pre-sales. She started Red Velvet Events with the mission to use her project management and creative skills for a very different industry. Cindy has remained actively involved with the University of Texas by serving on the Management Information Systems Advisory Board, a 1883 Council, 40 Acres Society, 40 Acres Scholarship Committee, and most recently, UT Elementary. Please welcome Cindy Lowe.
Thank you, Dean Newman. Good morning, all fellow Longhorns, and congratulations to the class of 2013. You did it! It is truly an honor to be up here today, and I know I'm like one person away from keeping you from going out these doors, so I will promise you to keep it brief. It's hard to summarize in one sentence what UT's education has done for me in the past 15 years, but I think I can safely say it actually started paying off even while I was in school. Yes, we learned a lot in the classroom. Everything was important there, of course. But connecting with my colleagues, the best and the brightest at UT, was what really made all the difference in my education. By attending one of the best business schools in the nation, you take it for granted how likely that in Accounting 311, you were sitting next to the next future CEO of the next big startup. Or the person that you became best friends with, not only are you going to be in their wedding, but they're going to actually help you land your dream job when that time comes. Everyone talks about the memories from college last a lifetime. Well, yeah, those relationships will, but so will also the relationships from the college will last a lifetime as well. Look around you at your 5-year, 10-year, 20-year reunions. Your peers aren't just going to be reminiscing about the good old days. They're going to be talking about the incredible successes, and so will you. I know it's a bit of a scary time to be going out into the world right now. I mean, you don't even have to turn on the TV and you hear about the economy and everything. But I have to say, you've already made a success a cornerstone of your life by graduating this fall. What you've learned at the McCombs School of Business and your successes are the best foundation you could have built for your future. Today, I want to share with you 3 rules of the road I currently live by, and that I wish someone had told me when I was sitting in your seat right then 15 years ago. I needed reminding back then that life was going to be okay. And it's okay, I get it. The school trained us well. They push us, they want us to be the very best, and you never want to let anyone down. But I'm here to remind you that everything is going to work out. Yes, you're going to have those challenging days. That's life after all. But don't worry, McCombs has prepared you very well beyond what you realize where you are from now. So let's get started. Rule number 1, make success a habit. I was recently reading a business article and this was their theme, and I loved it so much that I had to share it with you this morning. If you play to win, you already know what the end game is in mind, so now it all comes down to the execution. Use your resources. Remember all those case studies you had to read in class? Remember how they overcame challenges and solved those dilemmas? You're already trained, you know it. And actually, earlier to Mr. Joe Holt, do what's right. If you're always pushing to improve and at the same time realizing your limits so you don't go drive yourself into a frenzy, success will become a natural habit rather than a contrived task. And all of you have already shown signs that you have it in you to make this a habit by graduating today. So remember, make success a habit. Rule number 2, always be learning. Sound familiar? Don't get comfortable and tell yourself that you already know it all, because you don't. In fact, I challenge each of you to be that sponge. Remember when you were a kid and you were always curious? Allow yourself some time to even daydream a little. And on the more tactical front, read your industry's publications, go to those networking events, and attend those conferences. Hint, hint, red velvet events. You never want to be the smartest person in the room, because that leads to stagnation. Rather, you want to be the person in the room who's always trying to get better at what they do. Seek out that smartest person in your industry and go find and learn from them, kind of like to the mentor mentioned earlier. And before you know it, you will become that person that others are seeking to learn from. So always be learning. And rule number 3, paying it forward. This doesn't mean you have to be the next big endowed donor. So even though if Dean Gilligan was here right now, he would say, open up your checkbooks. But I would encourage all of you to think about your time, as that is the most valuable thing. My mom always told me that spending time helping others will always lead to good things. And boy, was she right. Attend alumni events. You're going to be invited to 1 million of them, so attend them now. Get involved with your local community, whether it be here in Austin or wherever you end up. Mentor others. Don't think just because you are done with school that you don't need to think about the extracurricular activities. You want that healthy balance between a career and a personal accomplishments. Create the professional community that you want to be a part of and that you want to lead. Pay it forward. So again, the rules are make success a habit, always be learning, and pay it forward. As you go forth into the real world, keep in touch. Our relationships are what lead us to success. I recently attended a conference where one of the speakers got me thinking, as he reminded me that it's about the quality of our relationships. I'm not just talking about your significant other, but I'm also asking you to consider what's the quality of your relationship with your family, your friends, your coworkers, and your alma mater. Quality relationships are changing the world and making our community stronger. As they say here, what starts here changes the world. So keep in touch with McCombs and with one another. Whether you stay in Austin or move across the globe, keep in touch. Goodbye and good luck, and I look forward to seeing what all of you accomplish. Hook 'em horns!
Some of you may have already peeked into the envelopes that I gave you when you crossed the stage. And what you didn't find was a diploma in that envelope, okay? Diplomas will be mailed to you in January. So I just didn't want you to be worried that something had gone wrong here with the envelope. To close our ceremony, it's tradition that we join our new graduates in singing The Eyes of Texas. After we sing, please remain standing while the faculty marches out. Laura Rodriguez will lead us in the singing of The Eyes of Texas. Laura is graduating from the McCombs School with a degree in marketing. She served as president of UT's Women's Chorus Organization. In addition to performing in choir concerts, she volunteers her time at mentorship events for underprivileged youth through the Hispanic Business Student Association. Please stand as Laura leads us in singing The Eyes of Texas.